The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. We have a top 25 class between two of the best teams in the sport, and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes will put total leather and we'll get started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
He'll try to do it himself.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Lincoln. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Offense getting set for first down. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's caught. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado.
And I love these design runs, goal to those situations. Gotta have it. I know I get an extra blocker with now my quarterback running the football, being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Lincoln. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Oh, it's a reverse. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. No huddle offense to the line. The corners are walked up tight. They'll give it to the back. The Nittany Lions will have a first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. We didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The back goes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the
open runway ahead. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. They'll run the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out really trying to establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man, and they convert. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Toss sweep right. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. He now has 61 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 6th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Gets it out fast. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! They'll try to add another to their lead.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, and if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Hines. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And he breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. No matter which uniforms they're wearing, quarterbacks making moves like that will white out a defense in a heartbeat.
And how can I find ways to complement my physical ground game? And I think you've seen that over the years with Penn State. The ability to have a Sean Clifford, a Trace McSorley, somebody that can really just help that running back and create a little bit more space for him.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Wide out in motion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11.
Second down coming up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got his man quickly. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on second and 4. Using his feet. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Touchdown, Colorado! What a catch and run for 6.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
27, Penn State, 14.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. sends the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at this.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He finds his man, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
To the ground with the back.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Colorado.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Looking to go up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking to pass. It's Lincoln. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Got room at the 35. He's loose down the left side. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, going up top. Catch in the middle. It's caught. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Calls his own number. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get him thinking. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and were able to make the tackle.
Fires to the right. Makes a connection. At the 45 on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Pressure coming. Got it set up on the outside. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They'll try the jet sweep here. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Briggs. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Buffaloes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Harris. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The give from the gun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field.
He's loose. At the 30. He's at the 10. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Buffaloes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up ankle. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Colorado 27, Penn State 21.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Colorado.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Now on the move. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense. They have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down. New set of downs, new set of problems.
Back to throw, it's Lincoln. Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
The option look. He'll pitch it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Coming out on 2nd down, trying to put this one away. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, looking again to throw. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Harris. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Buffaloes are flying down the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got it. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this peak game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond? He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but out at the 27. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. The toss sweep to the right. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Dances away from the heat. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bucks! They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. New Mexico State delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Las Cruces. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout CUSA. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications.
He's looking deep. And he pulls it in at the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
Number 87.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And no one can get a handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds on the onside kick attempt. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right.
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's right on target. On the move at the 30. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30, the 20, inside the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Number 58.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking for a man. It's Lincoln. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. 30 seconds left on the clock, and their last gasp will come down to getting this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It came down to the final quarter. clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.